Good news, everyone!
If you guys ever have anything you want me to talk about over here on the news, make sure you jump into the Discord, and there is a news channel. You can drop links in there if you would like. Let's start off with this first one, which is a article by Wesley Yin-Poole. Alien and Avatar star Sigourney Weaver is confirmed to be in Star Wars The Mandalorian and Grogu. What a name. Sigourney Weaver has confirmed her next movie is The Mandalorian and Grogu, which brings the legendary actress famous for playing iconic sci-fi roles to the Star Wars universe. Speaking to Deadline, the Alien, Avatar, and Ghostbusters star said The Mandalorian and Grogu is the next movie she is set to film in. I got to meet Grogu for the first time the other day, she said. I'm filming that before I go to London for The Tempest at the end of the year. Weaver wouldn't be drawn on the character she plays or the nature of the role. However, I can't say much about it right now, but it's fun to bounce between all the different universes, she added. Sigourney Weaver, what an absolute lady. She has done so many things. I mean, they pointed it out immediately. Alien, Avatar, Ghostbusters. She's done everything. She was even in that movie that was a parody of Star Trek. And now she goes to Star Wars. Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be an interesting because it's a movie. What a range. That's what I'm saying. She got range. But they did this Mandalorian show. Then they were thinking that they wanted to keep kind of doing stuff with it, but they kind of hit a point where they like needed to go big or go home. And so The Mandalorian and Grogu is that point now. So they are making a movie and she's starring in it as well with Pedro Pascal and I don't know, probably some other people from the show. Very, very cool though. She's just a great actor, you know? A great actor, and we're as Star Wars fans, we're glad to have her. Let's move on. This next article comes from Ryan Dinsdale. Union staff at Call of Duty developer Raven Software file bad faith bargaining complaint against Activision and Microsoft. Employee at Call of Duty studio Raven Software, who formed the first Activision Blizzard union in 2022, have filed a complaint against the developer, Activision, and new parent company, Microsoft. According to GameFile, the workers filed a complaint with the U.S. National Labor Relations Board under categories including refusal to bargain / bad faith bargaining, changes in terms and condition of employment, and concerted activities, retaliation, discharge, and discipline. After Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard, our members were optimistic that they would progress quickly to a first contract at Raven Software. Communication Workers of America, or CWA, President Claude Cumming Jr. We're not joking about Claude's last name. Said, unfortunately, that has not happened. We encourage Microsoft to address the concerns raised in the unfair labor practice charge and make reaching a fair agreement a priority. The CWA declined to comment on specifics of the allegation when contacted by GameFile, but a Microsoft spokesperson said, "We are committed to negotiating in good faith." So this kind of read to me as Microsoft / Activision Blizzard not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They have a studio called Raven Software where there's been some complaints because things have not been done the way they should be, and now it's getting taken to the CWA. Ever do what they should? That's true. It doesn't seem like they ever do. But companies as big as Activision Blizzard and Microsoft are looked at under kind of a microscope, and they should be doing better, especially when they just acquired this company recently. You would think that they would be more mindful of being understanding that this is going to be a big thing, especially because this company specifically has union staff now, which means they can go to the union and complain. But I wanted to point this out because I think it's a good thing to kind of show off that Blizzard and Microsoft and all these, like, listen, they're good companies for the most part, but they're also not, they're also still not doing all the things they should be doing. And it's good to bring a little spotlight onto it at some points, All right, let's keep going. This is a article by Michael McWhirter. PlayStation Plus September lineup is all about sports and nightmares. PlayStation subscribers' free essential games for September are Harry Potter, Quidditch Champions, MLB The Show 24, and Little Nightmares 2, Sony Interactive Entertainment announced Wednesday. Players can download the trio games beginning Tuesday, September 3rd. I'd like to bring these up just as a showing of what the free games, if you have the PlayStation Plus Essentials, which is the lowest tier, you get free games every month, and I like to show off what those games will be. This month will be, well, September's free games are a Quidditch game, a baseball game, and Little Nightmares 2. Little Nightmares 2 is legit very good, so it's at least worth it for that. All right, let's move on, guys. This is an article by Wesley Yin-Poole as well, and another one from Wesley. Ubisoft gives annoyed Star Wars Outlaw players who paid to play early but lost all progress a trinket and some loyalty points nobody wants. Following this week's Star Wars Outlaw update that forced some early access players to restart the game, Ubisoft has offered a make good and in-game trinket and some loyalty points. In the wake of the release of Star Wars Outlaws patch 1.000.002, Ubisoft warned PlayStation 5 players that they might have encountered issues with their current saves if they were playing on the older version of the game. The solution: start a new save. Here is Ubisoft's initial message. To best experience the Outer Rim, we rolled out a maintenance to make sure everyone is playing the latest version of the game. As one of the players affected who had access to an older version of the game, we are aware you might be encountering some issues after this recent patch. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. Once you've confirmed you have the latest version, please start a new save to fully enjoy Star Wars Outlaw as our team intended. If you continue on a prior save, you will unfortunately face issues and progression blockers. Players complained that they were forced into losing hours of progression through no fault of their own, a loss made all the worse by the fact that it occurred during Star Wars Outlaws early access period, which was reserved for those who paid more than $100 for the gold edition. Now, Ubisoft has offered a make good to affected players and an in-game Trailblazer trinket and 100 Ubisoft Connection units. These units are Ubisoft Connection loyalty points, which can be used on in-game rewards and Ubisoft Store discounts. These units are already being called worthless by some disgruntled players. Somebody said, I lost 15 hours of progress. Well, I explored a lot, so I took my time. Today I was forced to start all over, and I rushed in 6 hours to nearly the state I was before. Yes, it sucks, but they couldn't just release a hotfix. Yes, the compensation for it is laughable. At least you could have given us some materials to upgrade our vehicles and the blaster a little faster, but the game is still fun, and I hope no other game-breaking bugs appear. Things that you hate to see. I have seen a little bit about Star Wars Outlaws so far, and people have said that it is okay. Not great, not bad. I also really dislike this idea of paying more for early access. In general, I think it's a stupid idea, but if you do it, you shouldn't get penalized by then having something break and you have to essentially delete all of that time you spent after you've already paid more money to have that access. If you've paid that money, you should be able to enjoy the game, without issues. But it seems like that is not the case here. And Ubisoft's fix is a trinket in game and some points where you can redeem discounts on their store. It's a bad thing. It's bad. Ubisoft definitely needed to make a better decision on what they could give people, and this is not it. It's a big L, Ubisoft, but Ubisoft's used to that. So all right, let's go ahead and move on. So this is an article by Sal Romano. Annapurna and Remedy Entertainment announced partnership on Control 2, adapting Control and Alan Wake for film and TV. This could be very exciting. Annapurna has announced a partnership with Remedy Entertainment to co-produce and co-finance the development of Control 2, as well as develop and produce the Alan Wake and Control franchise for film, television, and other audio-visual formats. Remedy Entertainment will still publish Control 2 itself and is currently working full steam ahead on the sequel. Further information on the game is still a while out. We're super excited to get Annapurna on board, said Remedy Entertainment creative director Michael Kasurinen and Control franchise executive producer Juan Vallanano. Oh my god, these names are insane. Where is Remedy based out of? I think I was gonna say, where is Remedy based out of? Annapurna's creative values align perfectly with ours, making them an inspiring partner for the journey ahead. We at Remedy have been working on Control 2 for a while already. It's looking amazing, and we feel Annapurna is the perfect partner to work with as the game develops, is moving forward towards production and eventually across the finish line. Creative director Sam Lake added, "I'm absolutely thrilled by this opportunity to expand the story of Alan Wake and our whole Remedy connected universe to mediums beyond games, and to build all of this in close collaboration, games, film, TV, and other mediums, as well as one unified vision. I trust Annapurna as the perfect partner for us to make this dream come true." So my thought on kind of a little bit of this is Alan Wake and Control are not the most clear stories. I feel like maybe Annapurna can come in and kind of help put them in a much more focused narrative, because I've seen a little bit of people play Alan Wake. I saw people play Control. I can't tell you what either of those games are really about, which is a problem. I think they can be great or terrible or whatever. I can't tell you what they are, because most of the time I don't really know what they are. And I think they need a good company to come in and kind of narrow the vision a little bit, or hone in the vision a little bit, and just make it a little bit more accessible to people outside of the normal thing. The normal people who play Remedy games, I should say. I think that could be very good. This could be very, very good for a standpoint of getting people to enjoy these things and understand them. I hope so. Annapurna is a great company who I think makes good games, good content in general. So I believe in the vision here. I think it can. I think it can work. I think it could be great. We will see. All right, let's up with the last one real quick. This is Is this one actually say who it's from? Is this a person? I guess this article is by Verity Townsend, which is an interesting Interesting name. PS5 price increase in Japan sends Xbox consoles soaring up sales charts. Sony's recent announcement of the PS5 price increase in Japan seemed to have sent some of Japanese gamers rushing to Microsoft instead. Xbox Series X sales have soared recently, while others have rushed out to grab a PS5 before prices go up in Japan next week. On September 2nd, the disc edition of PS5 will jump from about $463 to $552. I did talk about this a little bit the other day, and it seems like the things that have happened are both PlayStation and Xbox are making more sales, which is kind of what they want. The headline was a little bit misleading. When this one got posted, definitely got talked about a little bit. On Yodobashi, one of Japan's biggest electronic retailers, the Xbox Series X console shot up to number 8 in the games and console sales chart on the morning of August 29th. On the previous day, it wasn't even in the top 100. Sales of all PS5 consoles have been halted across major retailers in Japan, including Sony Store, Amazon Japan, Yodobashi, and Jozen, as pre-price rise stocks have completely sold out since Sony's announcement about the hike on Tuesday. At the time of writing, Yodobashi is also out of Xbox Series X stock as well, likely due to its unexpected rise in the sales chart. So it is a little bit misleading when they're talking about the PlayStation price hike making Xboxes sell better, because they're both kind of thriving from this. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The last thing I wanted to go over is Epic Games has free games every Thursday. Sometimes I'm talking about them, sometimes I'm not. If it's something that I think is particularly good, I will talk about them. And this week is Fallout Classic Collection. There's also a wild card football game. I don't know that one, but Fallout Classic Collection is probably a really great collection. It looks like it's Fallout 1, Fallout 2, and Fallout Tactics. So if you do want to check those out, make sure that you check those out. That's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the news today. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and I will see you all on the other side.